So I may have gotten a little bit stronger than I was last time. And may have, you know, racked up an extra like 3 hours of playtime. Totally unrelated. I definitely didn't stop because I didn't want to proceed further without streaming it so that you guys could actually see it. Yeah, just a tad. Not much. Not much stronger at all, I think. Now, what does this give us? Flying enemy damage. Alright. Yeah, and now to demonstrate the build-up mechanic. So once I meet the requirements, which I can't show you, but it requires a minimum of 45 attack. Oh, jeez. Can actually pull it up. Let's see. Bone Rapier into Evil Seas. Yep. 45 attack, 40 endurance, 38 magic power, 80 speed, 20 ice, 10 thunder, 10 beast, 10 metal, and 10 mage to build it up. Once you have all those, you just click the build up button, and boom, new sword, plus 20 weapon health. I feel like I did not have that much holy power before, but I could have and just not noticed it. Now, what do I need to build it up into? Rock, ice, fire, wind, thunder. And we do not have the bandit slingshot ready to build up into either of its forms yet. But it doesn't really need to, because it's already plenty strong for this dungeon and the next one. Right. What are my items looking like? Got a lot of water, a lot of food, a lot of repair powders. Alright, now time to fight Dran. Because, spoiler alert, Dran, the divine beast the cave is named after, is the Lord of the Cave. Right, there is one stat thing I wanted to clear up real quick. So speed here is represented in a misleading way. The way they talk about it here, you would expect it to increase your swing speed. But what it actually affects is how fast your speed, which is basically your stamina meter, refills. With maxed out speed, you can see it's pretty quick. Oh man, he doesn't really have any weapons with... Oh, the Gladius has lower speed. Can see there's a considerable difference there. Nope, that's... not the right weapon. That is the right weapon on her. So we're going to be fighting Dran here. His gimmick is that he's a giant flying thing and you have to shoot him out of the sky. He's got 200-something HP, I think. Be careful, it seems that Dran is being manipulated. There's no choice but to fight him. Use your power to break the spell. And alright, where is he? Oh man, I didn't quite one-shot him. There we go. And that was our first boss fight. To be fair, the weapon I just used against him is roughly the same level of strength that your average weapon you use would be at the start of the 3rd dungeon. Yep, you were being manipulated, Dran. Hey, sorry about that. Some dark something or other took control of my mind and turned me into a monster. Made me try to kill you? Yeah, sorry. Yep. The dark genie. Yeah, that is what he said. Oh yeah, we're definitely in trouble. That sounds about right. If I had done a charged attack, I could have one-shot him, but I didn't think of that. It wiped out basically everybody. Yep, he sealed it away. And we're saved by the moon people, so that's who we're gonna go out looking for. I live beyond Matataki Village. Oh, we're gonna emerge flying on Dran. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I'm still disappointed in myself that I didn't one-shot him. Yeah, glad to be of service, dragon, bear, owl, cat owl thing. Hey, we got our world map. So we're going to Matataki Village to go to the Wise Owl Forest. Great Trent. So we're going to the forest to visit a giant tree so that we can learn where the moon people are. Man, this plot just got weird, didn't it? Yep, got a warp near the mayor's house. Oh yeah, do you like my new layout for the town? Here comes Dran back out like, oh, I forgot something. Way to go, kid. The villagers are happy now. Realized with the old man, Simba. The old man saw in you. Just might be able to beat it. Windmill slash. This is a second level of charge attack that causes me to deliver a 360-degree attack that hits twice for the full power of my charged attack. Yeah, this is the village layout I've got going. Completed everyone's requests. Managed to make the town look half decent. Most of the time when you complete everyone's request, it ends up making the town look like a freaking nightmare. Now we go to Matataki Village. So, well, Norun Village was kind of this mountain valley. Matataki Village is, still a suspicious valley, but it's a suspicious valley in the forest. Exclamation mark. It's another person. So, who's ready to watch me repeatedly fail a duel? Because I believe that's what comes next. What? Who the? Aha! You! You must be with that monster that ruined the village. I know I'm right. Can't lie to me. A face of yours, it's a villain's face. Get ready, the hurt's coming. Yeah! Oh, I succeeded first try. As a kid, I got stuck on that for an hour. Say, you're kinda strong. Look, I'm not out by a long shot. My stomach's killing me. Just wait till I'm better. See you then. And hey, I'm only saying this once, you'd better listen. My name is... His name is Gyobu Masataka Oniwa. Alright. Sleep well. She did suddenly transition to caps lock, didn't she? Now we go here to find Elder Trent. Trent, in his current state, is helpless without water. God, he really does just look like he's seen some shit. Like he is actively watching some shit unfold right now. Trent is a tree fairy that controls the water element. Without water, it seems like speaking is difficult for it. Abraham, you on your own must connect to the river that was cut off here at Matataki Village to revive Trent. Trent will then surely aid you in your quest. This is a village which I saved with Atla. The village could be revived if the Atla can be found. The Atla are probably scattered around the Wise Owl Forest. You can enter the forest by opening Matataki's gate. Here! I will open the gate for you. Go and see what you can find. Listen, Abraham, make the river your priority. Connect the river to save Trent. Got it? He looks like he's just constantly witnessing something traumatic. Yep, and unfortunately we cannot transfer diorama pieces between maps. Yeah, you saw Majin Buu destroy the world. I knew exactly what you meant. As you can see, we got a big fat nothing. Looks like we got 120 pieces. Is that actually how many pieces there are in the entire town, or is that just the inventory limit? Let's look around. Is there anything else? Nope. So it's just Angry Hammer Boy. And a big old forest. Territory 1. Got a sign. That is very rude of you, Mr. Bing Spittin' Dude. I always pick an explosion, because if it's an explosion trap, then it'll destroy the chest. Okay, that particular bandit slingshot I will be leveling to +5 between streams. And affixing it to my sword here, so that my sword can steal items from enemies when I hit them. Is Zhao okay? Yeah, she's alright. She's just traveling with us. It's a weapon for my main dude, and he can't carry any more weapons. Now, as weird as it may be, since it's the weapon that this line is built up from, actually, I'm just gonna get rid of all of my duplicates for him. Because this is the Wise Owl Forest, and there are now higher tier weapons that I can stumble across. Case in point. a chopper. They come with higher stats, so I can make them into stronger synth spheres to stick on my weapons. Mustache key, that's very good. You know, I'm getting sick of approaching those things. I do think we're gonna have another solo floor with the cat girl coming up soon. There's never any solo floors for the main character, really. Because he's so overpowered that it's not really a challenge. I cannot yet guarantee that it's time to leave the floor. Because the way this wise owl jerk works is that, if I recall correctly, there are 3 different potential floor keys. And I have all 3 of them now, I believe. And the owl only wants 1 per floor. Oh yeah, there's going to be a lot of Dran's Crest use throughout this playthrough. No stealing. Yeah, we'll find out what's the one thing the owl wants. The owl only wants one thing, and it's disgusting. Come on. Yep, and I got the one that it wanted on the first try. I'm gonna do like the first 2 or 3 floors just straight up back to back. God, I do love this sword. It's such a nice looking sword. Oh, believe it or not, I'm not really an avid platformer player. I know, hard to believe the guy who openly admits that he basically only plays RPGs, doesn't do platformers. Alright, I should probably explain why this sword is doing so much more damage than it says on the price tag, and it says on the tag here. Basically, it's this stat here, MP. It effectively increases the amount of elemental damage you deal. Kind of combines with the elemental stat to factor together into the elemental damage it does. Evil size is full. Now, what does it need to build up? All the elements and stone. Nope, no stone on that one. That's flying. Stone beast, flying. Now, does this increase any elements? Increases wind and gives me a pretty big step in that direction. The game makes you use the other characters because by default, because if it didn't, most players would only use the main character. Because he is stronger, he has the most weapons. He can actually, you know, open the Atlas spheres. Red berry, that's one of our potential area keys. No, that's kind of it. Of course, to be fair, part of why he becomes so much stronger in general is just that you've already started building him up by the time you even get the other characters. By the time I get our third character, Zhao and Toan, well, even right now, they're already so much stronger than he'll get within probably hours of me obtaining him. It's a shiny stone. That's another one of our gate keys. That sign, I believe, is for the store in this town. And there is actually a weapon I'm going to be purchasing and potentially building up from this store. Just because it has one of the cooler weapon gimmicks in the game. So unlike other weapons, that their gimmicks are passives that can be passed on to other weapons. If you build the big expensive item in the shop in this town up, it becomes a sword that has one of the only truly unique weapon mechanics in the game. Wise Owl entry. Always guess explosion. It's a Gladius. The annoying fairy things deal, they can steal money when they hit you. So I usually switch to Zhao and kill them that way. Alright, so fun fact. So you know how I went out of my way to hunt down a bone rapier? Like I really wanted one? Believe it or not, the crysknife here, the crystal knife, and the bone rapier here, they both upgrade into the same final weapon, but the path they take to get there is very different. Let me pull up its actual entry so I can talk about it at greater length. But basically, through the bone rapier you transform into evil size, which transforms into Drain Seeker, which has the passive Drain on it, which makes it so that when you hit an enemy with a physical attack with the weapon, it drains some of their hit points into you. Whereas the crystal knife, it's not called the cliff knife until the next game. I keep forgetting that. Can become Sandbreaker. Is this the line that turns it back into... I think this is... Okay, this is one of the lines. So if it turns into the Sandbreaker and goes through that line, it'll unlock the passive ability Thirst, which makes your water meter drain faster. But when you kill an enemy, it refills a bead of your water. Meanwhile, if you take it through the small sword, let's see. Does the small sword line pick up any passives? Nope, the small sword line simply does not pick up any passives. So essentially I'm going to build this up into a sand breaker, and then synth break it from a sand breaker, so that I can put it on evil size, so that when I turn it into Drain Seeker, this sword will allow me to drain both health and water from enemies. Whereas there's a sword I do not possess yet that I'm going to build up to get the Quench and Healing passives, which I will be mainly just holding in my hands when I run around to automatically tick my hit points up and to slow the drain of my water gauge. Yeah, basically. Basically, I want one weapon to be my vampire sword that I use to drain the life and everything out of my enemies, while the other sword is sort of just a normal sword, I guess. Well, kind of the holy sword, I guess. Howdy do, Sunday. Yeah, I do not have the back floor key, so I cannot get there. Oh yeah, this game, I had a file where I had, God, I want to say something like 300 hours put into this game. Admittedly, a lot of that time was basically wasted on a false assumption. So when the Fairy King talks about upgrading weapons, due to the fact that Sony spent like 10 minutes on the end of a Friday on the localization of this game, the Fairy King says you have to max out a weapon's stats before you can build it up. So as a kid, I maxed out every single stat on a weapon before I promoted it. Which, curiously enough, made the game take forever. So I had a file where I wasn't even done beating the game, but I had 300 hours in it and a ridiculously overpowered sword. And then it got saved over by my younger sister. This is actually the furthest I have been able to make myself go in the game since then. Because every other time I've started the game up, I have been unable to bring myself to use all of the weak early game weapons and stuff. Because, you know, I've already earned better. Yeah, I do in some games. Part of that is me cycling saves, and in some other games it's just that's how many times I've played that game. Or yet another possibility is in some games I do that because it's the only way to replay certain segments without having to beat the entire game again to get to it. A sundew, yes. That is such a good thing. Alright, time to kill a cannibal plant. I am going to fully explore this floor before I use it. There's the PS2 game Radiata Stories. It actually has a major story branch, but it is ill-advised to actually make a separate save file and split off that way, because the 2 second halves of the game basically require completely different sets of preparation work to actually be ready to do. Because essentially the world breaks out into a war, and the option you picked determines which side of that you're on, and you can only use characters whom are from the same side as you. So unless you've managed to recruit basically everyone you've met in the game up until that point, you're probably not set up to adequately do both halves from a single file. Now, you know the deal with back floors by now. The goal here is not to fight, but to loot everything. Because enemies are generally going to be stupid strong. Like, can 1 to 2 shot you stupid strong. Nope, not looking for the smoke. Now get over here. Peridot. Got a peridot, a topaz, a thunder, and my bag is full, can't carry anymore. Plain water it is. Basically, the back floors, you want to access them. Oh yeah. Depending on which Konami games he recognized on your memory card. Yeah, basically with back floors, they have a chance for you to be able to loot rare gemstones. And those gemstones are the second best way to build up weapons in the game. The best way is with synth spheres made out of other weapons. Oh yes, as someone who first played that game when I was like, God, I want to say 7 or 8, I can confirm. I had to clean my mind off of the wall afterwards. We still don't have the store. Wow. Yeah, now these are raised plots of land because some of the characters in this town like their idea of their homes being placed high. For example, you're on a tree house, so I'm going to assume you want to be located up high. Oh, right. Every house has a, sign in this town. How the heck could I have forgotten that? Oh, yeah. And by that point, he couldn't read your memory card anymore. Alright, now, Mr. Treehouse Dude, what is it that you actually want? Ah, he wants his house surrounded by trees. Alright, now, what have we got here? Neither of those are useful to it. I need like one more anti-golem piece. That's right, do either of these give me elements? That's holy, which I don't need, and that's attack power. Flying and undead. None of which I particularly care about at the moment. True, the theory side will go nuts. Then again, aren't they always going crazy? Right now, time for Flora's the Cat Girl. Let's see. Is her... I think one of the weapons that you can get on Zhao can actually build up into the other one. Yes, it can. You can also build up into the Matador. Which builds up into that as usual. Shooter into double impact. Yeah, that might be the way I go with this. What do I need for that? Golem Beast. Or Rock, Metal, and Beast. We got hard slinger or hard shooter. It's looking for. Right now, stop being a dum-dum. Gotta go here, it's looking for... Wait, what does it want? Yep. 5 beast... 20 stone... 20 metal... Honestly, I might leave it as is. I'm gonna leave it as is for now until I get something I can more meaningfully upgrade it with. Boy, can we... No poisoning the kitty cat. that many revival powders. Now I'm starting to run out of patience. With the antidote drinks. As you can see, the main character isn't the only one I got built up to a kind of unreasonable level of power for the actual enemies around them. This thing appears to... I was just more distant from it. Alright, I should probably talk about the give and take between ranged and melee weapons, shouldn't I? So ranged weapons, they consume their weapon hit points the moment you attack, which means that they punish you for missing enemies. However, the fact that weapon hit points are lost on attack means that they can safely be used to deal damage to very hard-bodied enemies who would otherwise break your weapons quickly. For example, the dragons in Divine Beast Cave who have... Geez, I think it's like they drain 5 points of your weapon hit points every time a melee weapon hits them. Okay, I'm getting real bored of revival powders. Like, I get it, I get caution, just in general. Yeah, but I feel like it's not super uncommon. And sakes, thirst, I don't want it. There, even though we're leaving the dungeon after this, just to be sure. I really do want to unlock the shop for here in case it has, I don't know, other parts I can combine into my weapons. Yep, okay, now we can actually see the owl say no to something. There we go. And I've proven that it's not just, it always accepts the first thing you bring it. I did not get any new Atla there. But I've gotta go because unfortunately I don't have the shop in this town yet. Oh yeah. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. And we're going over to old Gaffer's buggy here. Yep, and here's my item storage. I like to buy these gold bullions because they kind of help me save up for things that I want to buy later in the game. Since each one is worth 1,000 gold. I'll also admit, I am going into each of these floors almost comically over-prepared for the actual level of danger inside. Like, the amount of repair powders and whatnot I have are completely excessive. Alright, we're gonna need another mustache key. Curious, at some point, is some anti-undead gonna be required? Okay, so it will be required at the end of the line, so I might as well pop it now. Anything else I'm gonna need some killer stat build up for? See, I'm gonna need 30 lizard, which I could use some help with. Or is that dragon? Yeah, that's dragon, not lizard. Those are both things I've already got my requirements for on lockdown. Alright, for now... to equip this, customize it with that, and that. This contains a lot of stats that I want to put on my evil size. Even if not explicitly for right now, for the future. When I turn it into a Drain Seeker, and then into a Dark Cloud, and then into a Seventh Heaven. So there is a nice thing about mimics when you have the bandit slingshot. So there's actually a fairly high steal rate against them, and they drop repair powders. Sweet, a sundew, that's gonna get used. For damn sure. Still too low of a floor to... actually be anything important. To actually be a king mimic. Atla. If there is one downside I'd say this game has, it's that it's maybe a little bit too relaxing. It's kind of made to be a relaxing grind game where you just sit back, relax, and, you know, beat up some enemies while you slowly ascend your weapons toward godhood. Just, you know, ignore the breakneck pace at which my weapons are ascending. Please don't make every chest here be a mimic just because this is floor 5. That would be very anti-cool of you. Yeah, you see what I mean with back floor enemies hitting hard, though. That one did 78 damage to me in a single hit. Fuck, that's full too. Alright. A flat stat boosts get tossed immediately. Now we avoid Halloween because 'tis winter. I do not need any anti-mage for my planned weapons. Okay, that was actually one hell of a haul. That gives me almost all of the anti-stone I need. And gives me like all of the anti-ice. That is undead, which I will need in the future, and boosts my thunder dramatically. Okay, that's for the cat girl. That is actually going to help her quite a bit. Now factoring in... Oh right, we need a shitload of fire. We need 9 more thunder, 13 more wind, and 30 fire. And we've got no weapon that we can easily use for fire, and no gemstone that gives me fire at the moment. Oh well. If need be, I can grind the last real floor of Divine Beast Cave a few times, because that has a pretty good rate of acquisition for... Right, that's right. I want ABS on this, because it's got... some decent thunder, undead, etc. For a second I got nervous because I was running low on bread. Then I realized I have an absolute shitload of cheese. My goal is to get... How much thunder did I need? Oh, that's a times 2. Okay. Okay. That is... going to need to be like a fire crystal of some kind. Now we do want to save on weapon level slots on my evil size. So I will be building this weapon up to feed it still. And I call it evil size because its name to me seems like it's a combination of evil and exercise. I've cleared floor 5. Let's see what we've gotten. Okay, we do not have the house that those two belong to yet. Okay, let's check on you, wherever the hell you've gone. It says you're sickly, so I'm assuming indoors. Don't forget the room I lock myself in. Whoa, weirdo. Alright. Ah, it's you. The house is back and I can finally sing again, thanks to you. Sure, I'll listen to your music. Alright, so... Alright, so to explain why he's suddenly wearing the white tiger here, in Matataki Village, the custom is that you wear the hide of the most powerful prey that you have hunted. What's that? A guy who was killed by a killer snake? His fanboy was allegedly killed by a killer snake, and then his fanboy giving me a weird flute that summons snakes when it's played. Truly a coincidence. Gonna go for another floor. think it's funny how early in the game I was talking about how you'd have, like, real money issues later in the game. Or not later in the game, but how you'd basically always be broke early in the game. And then I just sort of immediately went to show that that is just not even remotely true if you know what you're doing. Like, I quite confidently made an assertion and then proceeded to prove it wrong almost instantly. Baku's house. So I am gonna go into a little bit of spoilers here, but this is actually my favorite village in the game. Because one, it's a forest, and two, I feel like it's where a lot of the game's systems, like weapon upgrading and stuff, really open up. Since you start getting things that are a bit stronger than, say, the Gladius. We do not keep things like that around. They are literally worthless. It's one thing that I really hope to impart is just how useless any of those flat solo-based stat increases are. Because, yeah, they may seem like, yeah, you get an extra attack point, that's, you know, more than you normally get. But the thing is, you can take even your basic dagger, grind it up to 5 ABS, or plus 5, and you'll gain roughly 6 points in attack. Yeah, 6 points in attack, 24 points in endurance. Almost 40 points in speed. basically you outgrow that particular brand of upgrade item almost as soon as they're added to the game. If you have decent luck, you can generally... Well, with the synth spheres you don't even need decent luck, but in terms of your other stats, if you have decent luck, you won't usually need your default element pieces either, since you can just get a weapon of that element. That is not what I meant by that game. I meant I wanted one of the gems you can put into your weapon with the fire element, so I can just get plus 20 or so fire. I'd also settle for a diamond, which normally gives like plus 5 to all, basically everything's. Topaz does not do what I need. Plant Buster definitely doesn't do what I need. I'm gonna need another Drain's Feather after this floor. Here's the thing, if you always keep one in backup, it is basically impossible to find yourself without one. Because they last through multiple floors worth of sprinting. Leave the dungeon. Welcome back. Baku, Hulu. So they want to be near a water now. Yes, we're working on saving a big tree. Torch. Wait. Thought you could fool me, did you not? Upstairs cabin. I believe I have one of those. Yeah, we want to rebuild the river to revive the great tree. I do like how I switched over to a weapon that is significantly weaker than my actual current weapons. And I'm still doing extremely well against the enemies. Alright, we got the mayor. Shit, I forgot to buy a Dran's feather. Shouldn't really be an issue since they're not exactly super hard to buy. Just gotta go to Norring Village and part with, I think it's 50 gold to pick one up. I mean, what would you pull for? Like swords? It's only 2 games, and while they have a fairly sizable cast between the two, they don't really have, very many gotcha-able characters. Oh sweet, that's the shopkeeper. Yes, the shopkeeper is named Mr. Mustache. Yeah, they already did a Ni no Kuni gacha, didn't they? That might actually be worse. Alright, that watermill you want to put by Bunbaku's house. You know the one thing I would change if I could go back and change stuff in these older games? Dear God, the camera. Please be the shop. No. Just a torch. Alright. There's only so many more floors we can actually even do. As eventually we'll come across a floor with a boss that we need to have done certain things in town here to actually be able to beat. Buku's house. Hey, I'm in the middle of something. Could you come up here for a sec? Hey, I'm walking here. Kulu, don't climb up there, it's dangerous. Come on down. Sorry, I didn't know it was something you were saving for later. No, I ate it, but there's nothing we can do about that now. Wow, this is bad. No, I do not presently actually have anything of the sort. Now let's go to the mayor. No, that's Pow's, but we can check on Pow. Now we visit Pow's house. Hey, there you are. Come sit here. Finally, I can settle down. I hear we owe it to you. Stay for a meal. I'll cook something special. He's full. Oh, we've yet to find the Moon People village. Oh god, I remember it taking so many tries to get this item as a kid. forgot to place him in his house. Wondering, hey, why isn't he home? Okay, now I'm wondering that, but I have a reason to. So he needs loud water, which basically means you place him all but on top of the waterfall. Oh right, he won't actually confirm that I've fulfilled his request until after I complete his house. Overshot where I wanted to go. Basically, the next floor that has a no or not zero or a suspiciously low amount of Atla displayed for it, we will know that that is the floor by which I need to have the Elder Tree revived. Oh, sweet, that's gonna actually help out a lot. So what is on her weapon? Aquamarine. Alright, so aquamarines are what I'm looking for when it comes to gems for her weapon. Now we hop across. Swap back. And that should be enough for the rest of the floor. Nice, mimics have gone from Cursed Trap. Let's... Ooh, another bandit slingshot. Nice. I love to see bandit slingshots. Every bandit slingshot is another weapon that we can put steel on. Oh, right. Because they run away and spam projectiles like crazy. Because they knew how to make these enemies effective enemies. But they did not understand how to make them actually enjoyable to fight enemies. Which is a pretty big distinction to make. fishing bait. Oh, so that one liked the pointed chestnut. Ah. I don't know. Oh god, I just clicked into a Discord chat and one of my friends sent me out of context MMO chat screenshots. Yep, and as you can see, we now have way more than enough water to revive that tree. And we should have the shop unlocked. Oh, hey, helpful little fairy goblin things. Why are they being helpful now? They spent the entire dungeon trying to stab me. Rizal shop is open after remodeling, Who? Certainly appreciate all you have done, sir. Who? Alright, Who? Just for you, a special discount offer, Who? Look at this, Who? Wise Owl Sword. $5,000 Gilda. $2,500, alright. What have you got, dude? Plant Killer, Wise Owl Sword. do actually want that, believe it or not. Because yes, it's not as strong as the weapon we presently have, but considering the point in the game we're at and the gear we have, that is an unreasonable expectation. Ah. Let me set that there. Alright, so I want to pull 3 piles of gold out of storage in Hags. No more, no less. Go to Metataki Village again. Whoop, 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 whoop. Alright, so now, this is our present weapon, and this is the Wise Owl sword. If you haven't been keeping up on your weapon upgrading, it's one of the best things to see. It's Thunder, Holy, Beast, Flying, and Plant. Okay, so now Still got 6 extra pieces of river. Now let's go talk to the tree. Because I have the hunter's earring, so I can actually understand the tree. If I didn't have the hunter's earring, I would not be able to understand the tree. So tell me now, little one, is it you who saved me? Yep. Oh, good heavens, so it was you. Thank you so much. Let me reward you with something then, little one. And he just sneezed a sword out. The serpent sword. Definitely no reason to ever hold on to this when, you know, so far all we've really heard about. The sword never breaks, not until it's accomplished its mission, that is. Once its mission is over, it's a breakable sword like any other. It's a rare item. Take care of it, little one. If it seems suspicious that I'm holding on to these gourds, it is suspicious. You should be suspicious. Water reptile, a decent amount of fish. You know, this thing says it's extremely rare, but it just ties into the same upgrade path that this eventually empties into. So it's not actually all that special. Crash! You don't give up, do you? What do you want? Well, it's basically gonna be his reaction to everything right now is, so what, get lost. He's a moody little shit. Well, it's understandable once you actually get his backstory. Becomes quite understandable why he's as angry as he is all the time. Alright, Territory 9. So now, you may remember that we just got this sword, and we got this flute for completing that one dude's house.
3 gourds, 1 fruit of Eden. Wait, is it not quite yet? Did I misremember my floors? Okay, no I didn't. So now we play the flute we got for completing that musician guy's house. And it's time for another duel. And I missed. Don't ask how, but I missed. I mean, I know how. I was too early because that's the unfortunate side effect of how they choose to convey their QTEs, is that it's very easy to click too early in anticipation. That's why I always failed them as a kid. And there we go, Killer Snake dealt with. And the Serpent Sword can now be built up. Well, there's a gate we can't get past right up ahead. Slam. You don't give up, do you? What do you want? Wait, this is my pass. Where did you get it? What? Yobu, how have you been? Dad, where the heck have you been? Thought you were dead. I'm sorry, Yobu. Forgive me for having suddenly left you all alone. Yobu, I am no longer of this world. I am a spirit now. No, you're lying. It's the truth. Before I died, I put a message for you into a pendant. The Father you see is that message. Listen carefully. The evil force that attacked this village is now devouring the entire world. With your allies, you must stop it. If you are really my son, then show me. Honor me and all hunters through your courage in battle. No way. Everybody in the village left you to die. I ain't gonna help those cowards. You misunderstand them. I was not betrayed by my fellow villagers. As you know, I was said to be the best hunter in the village. I killed even that brutal white tiger in one blow. My body was being gradually weakened by an illness, and I realized I had very little time left for myself. I was a prideful hunter. My pride would not allow me to die of illness. I wanted to die in battle, as a hunter should. One day I went into the woods where the fearful killer snake dwelt, taking with me several villagers. Thought the powerful killer snake would be a perfect opponent to end my career as a hunter. But deep inside I wanted to die in this battle. That very hunt was my plan to end my life with pride. Thus I challenged the killer snake to a reckless fight. I, of course, fought my best, but it was obvious I was not a match for the killer snake with my body weakened by illness. In the end, the killer snake got me and started to squeeze me slowly. And soon I saw my fading flame of life start to flicker away. It was what I had wished for. I chose to die with bravery. The villagers that were with me left quietly. I still remember the sadness in their eyes. They probably all knew. Knowing it all, they stayed to see it through to the end. They still, to this day, speak of me as the strongest hunter that ever was. You call them cowards, Gyobu. But they kept the truth hidden out of respect for me. But why? Why did you do that? Gyobu, one day you will understand. I am a hunter. I wanted to die a hunter, not an invalid. And you are also a hunter. Go, fight, Gyobu. Join with other warriors and fight evil. Be a greater man than me. Gyobu, I am always with you. Look at him trying not to, start crying or something. I hate you. I hate you, Pa. What are you looking at? Me saving the world? Not likely, but I want to give it a shot anyway. Not for the villagers or for Dad, but for me. I'll fight for me. I'll become Gyobu, mighty hunter of legend. Call me whenever you're in trouble. I'll do better than you. Alright, tough talk. Let's see if he lives up to it. No. He does come in with exceptionally high hit points. But he only comes in with 3 water. Which is why I had these 3 conspicuously saved up gourds. Unfortunately, I can't really do anything about his, hammer sucking right now. Since I can't get this axe for him here. Okay, so we need to get an actual hammer for the boy. We go to the Wise Owl Forest now. I will go up to, say, 2 floors past this, looking for a hammer for this boy. That's kind of funny. Me double-checking information about the sword I'm using on the main character guy has caused that page to become one of the trending pages on the wiki for Dark Cloud. Sweet. I want that oil. So I can use that to access the back floor. Okay, yep. I remember these things now. Basically, they're just an enemy type that you almost can't challenge in melee combat. Okay, what does a garnet give you for weapon stats? Okay, yes. I could not be more happy to have failed to get a weapon from a chest right there. Okay, good. That consumed the ABS there. Upgrade that from +3 to +4 using one of my upgrade powders. Same old, same old. Alright. And yes, I did just in the span of only a few hours get that ready to go from its second to its third tier that quickly. At which point, terrible things will start to happen to me. That's the point where the main character becomes almost unstoppable. I still have that oil drop or whatever it was. Excuse me? Oh right, you fucking physically can't fight these things at melee range because they do that repeated dive move. This dungeon is... Oh, you asshole. I was really hoping that might be an ABS increase, but no. I don't get that lucky. I say that as I got the exact gemstone I need to take the hero to absurd new heights. And yes, you do need to fully charge his attack to have it work there. Transfer broke. Get the next one out. It's time for a back four. And I'll probably grind evil size up to its next ABS level. So that I can upgrade it and then end the stream after I get it upgraded again. Another garnet, not bad. Not the kind of gemstone I'm looking for, but... Well, gemstones are... Yeah, but gemstones are significantly better than not gemstones. Okay, so you know what I said about grinding until evil size is able to upgrade so that I can fully promote it? Well, it may have ended up ready for that sooner than I thought it would. Dream Seeker. An even better, more powerful, more ridiculous weapon. With a gobsmacking 4 slots. Like, just look at this compared to where we started the stream. 85 attack, 75 magic power, 60 weapon hit points, 30 or higher in every element. Fairly decent scores in all of the anti-enemy categories. In fact, if I am not mistaken, okay, so I need fire and thunder to get it up to its final form. And I need ice and thunder to build it out of this form. Got 2 chests left to explore, left to open. Some upgrade powder, I will never say no to one of those. And a Dino Slayer. Admittedly, my stance on that is not quite as set in stone. Alright, so you got to see me upgrade my primary weapon twice in a single stream. Gotta admit, even I wasn't expecting that. And that's as cocky as I am. When it comes to this game, I did not expect that. Notice this weapon gives a lot of thunder and blizzard already, so maybe I'll compound that. After all, I don't really want Xiao getting... So here's the conflict of interest with Xiao. On one hand, having her be very strong is, you know, pretty useful, since she can quickly kill off enemies from a distance. But since her weapon has the steel passive on it, I actually want it to take her a few hits to kill enemies, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna head out of the dungeon, save, end the stream, and do some off-stream grinding. You know how I am. At least by now, I hope you would. Okay, first, one more thing, just 'cause I'm feeling like being a pain in the ass and, you know, continuously tacking one last thing on after my previous one last thing, you know. Be annoying like that. Let's go to Baron's house. Ah, it's you. Come closer. Take a seat. What shall we talk about today? As promised, I'll tell you anything. It's called Matataki Village. How it came to be called that. Let's see. Can't remember how it got its name. I'm getting old. Me? I was one hell of a guy. For one thing, I won the post as village chief on my own. Probably not even Fudo would have been a match for me back then. About Fudo. He was the strongest hunter. Invincible was the word for him. No one could beat him until 5 years ago, that is. He just disappeared, leaving his only son all alone. About Fudo's son, he has a gentle nature. A bit chubby, but he has the instincts of a hunter. He is Fudo's son after all. He could become a great hunter. But there's no hope with him being the way he is now. The day Fudo disappeared, his heart became covered with thick ice. How can we melt the ice in his heart? I'm quite eloquent, aren't I? And that's all. Here's a gift. Oh, another gourd. Okay, now I'm gonna save and end the stream. So we went from 7 hours and 18 minutes to 10 hours and 12 minutes. Have a good night, everybody.